no, I'll be giving away 2 copies of One Piece Stampede. Yes, I'll be giving away a physical copy like this one you see. You know, it's in the wrapping and all that good stuff. So you see what it is. And I'll be giving away a digital copy. Yes. Yo, what is up, guys? It is yours truly, King Gates, and I'm here to give you guys One Piece Manga Chapter 978 review. I think this chapter was very good in a sense. It gave us what we wanted, and we wanted the Flying Six, and we wanted Tobi Roppo. We wanted that. We wanted to see who they were and if they were going to live up to the hype. Not necessarily that we created, but Oda essentially created. I think the fandom of the One Piece community sometimes can do more harm than it do good. And the reason why I believe that is because these theories that Gin, of all people, Gin was actually going to be one of the Flying Six, was going to come back in the New World, even though he said Grand Line, in the New World, as a part of Kaido's Beast Pirates. I don't know, man. I feel like we were unnecessarily hyped, not necessarily for no reason, but it didn't give us that, it didn't give us that umph. And I'm going to be honest with you. I appreciate everything this chapter had to offer. First off, it was a little short. I don't mind that. I think the chapter was actually pretty good. And if we're talking about did it push the plot, of course it did. It didn't feel too stagnant. It actually felt like we were moving the course of the plot. We were actually getting a lot closer to the war of Onigashima than we have in the past few chapters because we had reveal after reveal after reveal. I understand that. But when we're talking about the hypeness and we're talking about everything around the Flying Six, man, oh man, I'm not disappointed. I'm not disappointed. But I am a little mind-boggled by their appearance, designs. I don't want to say they're weak. I don't want to say that because we got some confirmation in this chapter that really kind of makes me scratch my skin a little bit. We got some confirmation. First off, S. Drake might be undoubtedly second commander level. I feel like that's a very good gauge of where his strength should be. The only reason why I said that is because when the Flying Six were getting introduced, they were talking about Queen. And when they talked about Queen, one of the Flying Six members, I believe it was Black Maria or it might have been Sasuke. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section below. I'll be much, appreciated if you would do that. But I believe it was one of them and or somebody else who said if Queen was to die, wouldn't you be next up, X Drake? And X Drake said, nah, I'm not interested. So is this going based off power? Or is this just going based off position? Because position could be definitely different from power depending on where and how Kaido sorts his beast pirates. The only reason why I say that is because Queen is second commander. Now, second commander could be second commander, or it could be like stronger than a second commander from this Yonko crew or from this pirate crew. You know what I'm saying? But overall, I feel like X Drake is second commander level, which means Page 1 is a lot stronger than what we gave him credit for. Page 1 might even be creeping up to third commander level, and I love to talk about third commander level, which means he might be on that edge of Cracker, on that edge of Jozu. He might be, honestly. We got to think about it. He honestly might be on the edge of third commander level, which means Sanji and Page 1, we might see them fight again. We might see them fight again because of the position and power. Now, I want to talk about how it was set up. It was set up in a way where the Flying Six wasn't getting bypassed. Like, people respected their name. They even got to the point where the Onigashima, the people in the Onigashima, they were like, they never respond. And when Queen is just doing his antics, announcing all the groups, the gifters, the pleasures, the waiters, all the groups. The Flying Six, nobody mentioned. I love that. I love it because it sets them up to the point where we're getting hyped because it's not exactly who we thought it was going to be, whether it be Crocodile or anything like that. But their power, their strength, the position is still very high. The Flying Six is still very, very high. Last chapter, Kaido said to Big Mom, I want you to see the Flying Six. That's high in demand. That shows me that the Flying Six are actually worthy adversaries. And then when we go into the chapter and we actually get introduced to the Flying Six, they're talking about Kaido in a way where they're not even worried about what he's going to do. And we already see X Drake. He's already a double agent for Sword, for the world government. So I love it. I love the way their position is. And I love the power and I love the design because it shows us that it's still us. We may not look intimidating because they honestly don't. They don't look like the intimidating group I thought they were going to look like. You know, I think there's a fucking fish man. I could be wrong, but he's like huge. And then Black Mario, she looked kind of good. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know. I really don't even know. But I don't want to just talk all about the Flying Six, even though they were the highlight of this chapter. I do want to go back and talk about the beginning of this chapter, which was filled with a little bit of gags here and there, which to me sometimes feels stagnant because it's almost like we get them every single chapter, and I feel like we could be all right without them. But I understand why they're there, which is why I was never mad at Nami and Chopper and Usopp getting scared, because that's just what they do. Usopp literally redeemed himself by shooting a flying star that made some of Kaido's men of the Beast Pirates pass away. Or pass out, excuse me. And they were knocked out. Literally. And these are the same, like, men or same henchmen, same strength and power level that Luffy and the crew knocked out. And they were scared. It's the same thing, man. These are just gags. They're gags. Chopper is still acting like a little scary brat. It is what it is. I can't take none of that seriously, which is why I actually enjoy it. Sometimes I feel like it's a little forced on, but that's just what the Straw Hat is. Honestly, what the Straw Hat is at its core. Truthfully, what it is at its core. But a couple things I want to talk about while moving on in this chapter is Kinemon. Kinemon said a couple things. He destroyed the ships first off when they were all set and sailing towards Onigashima, and they were actually disembarking. Kinemon destroyed some ships. He said, we won't need the ships to sail back or anything like that, or somewhere around those lines. I'm thinking, is he about to die here? Death flags number 1. Is he going to die? I hope not. I hope not. Even though I am going to make a video, I was thinking about making a video as if there were going to be deaths in Wano, because I feel like this is one of the most stakes we have ever been in terms of going to arcs, besides Marineford, which had like the highest of stakes, in my opinion. This is like really high in stakes, and I feel like a death would solidify Wano as replacing Marineford as the hypest arc, in my opinion. Everything is setting up. Big Mom is still here. Big Mom Pirates is still here. Everything is setting up to be this war that's going to be magnificent and going to pale in comparison, or not necessarily going to pale in comparison, but Marineford is going to pale in comparison to Wano War. So with that being said, I just hope that it lives up to the hype in a sense. But moving on, Kinemon, yeah, like I said, he destroyed the ships, but then he also had a technique where it's like a camouflage or whatever, where he was able to allow Straw Hat and the Alliance and Law and Kid and all of them to dress like Kaido's men. So we seen like Kaido's men, you know, they're like beastie with the horns and whatnot. Now Luffy and them looks like that. And I thought it was hilarious to see Killer, Kid, Zoro, all of them kind of stunned like that. I thought that was really cool and very, very unique. And another thing that really made me appreciate in terms of Kinemon is his powers and his abilities, and the fact that he is a natural born leader. This man keeps surprising me every single chapter. Unnatural luck. That's what I call it. It's not natural. That's some unnatural luck. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I talked a lot about the Flying Six in the beginning of the video. I think it's like the first 6 minutes or so. I appreciate everybody who sticked in for that, because there was so much to talk about when in regards to the Flying Six, as far as their appearance, the design. I mean, just so much. But I think they did live up to the hype. Again, I think the One Piece fandom was a little too optimistic when in regards to the Flying Six, especially when they thought that a shoe would determine who a person is. Then again, I mean, I could be wrong. Who's who could be Gin, but like, yo, like, I don't think so. I think we need to stop reading so much into stuff. I think we need to stop overanalyzing things to the point where now everything's a foreshadow, or this needs to be that, or this needs to connect to this. It's honestly getting to the point where it's just like you're expecting something knowing damn well there's no seeds to be planted anywhere for you to even expect that. Simply put. But that's just my opinion. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of One Piece Manga Chapter 978. If you guys like more, please subscribe. Please give this video a like. Comment something. Please let me know that you enjoyed if you stayed to all the way to the end. But yes, till then, I'm going to see you guys later. Peace out.